It's the Daily Dog.
Hello, wake up. Welcome to the Daily Dog.
I can't do Yoda, y'all. Sorry, but this is my little Yoda, and he's saying happy May the 4th, y'all.
May the 4th be with you.
Right? I can't do a Yoda, but I love trying, right? So as you can tell from my shirt, the force is strong in my family, from little Yoda here, who is normally up here on the Beatles book, watching over me, helping me to use the force. I've also got the Rey bobblehead here. A little fun. And so yeah, we're going to be having some fun today. This is a weird way to start a video, but nevertheless, hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. I am thankful that you are here because May the 4th be with you. Friends, it is Star Wars Day, the unofficial holiday for folks that love all things Star Wars. I am one of those people. And as I was looking into the calendar a few weeks ago, I saw May the 4th. It's going to come. And I thought we should include some Star Wars music on this festive day because I love John Williams, his work in Star Wars, and as well for throughout his career. He is a vaunted composer of many movie soundtracks and scores, and he helped bring a gravitas and an epic nature to the Star Wars universe with his musical themes and his tropes. And as far as I'm concerned, he's one of the best. I mean, if you're talking about Brahms or Bach or Beethoven or Mozart or any of like the best of classical music or composers in general, I think John Williams has to be on that list, friends. He's that good. So I brought this idea that I would be looking at some Star Wars music to the Council of Dougs, our top tier patrons over on my Patreon, and they were in. Immediately they were like, yes, we agree. But they were thinking, no, you don't listen to John Williams. You got to listen to some covers of Star Wars themes, particularly some heavy metal covers of Star Wars themes. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do that, but they were all in, and Megan's like, yeah, that's going to be fun. So I had them send some options to Megan, and Megan gathered the possibilities, and we have decided to go with a cover of the Imperial March by a band called the Galactic Empire. It's going to be fun. So first, let's talk about the Imperial March itself, okay? It was composed for The Empire Strikes Back, and it is sometimes referred to as Darth Vader's theme. It has quite a foreboding nature to it. The tempo is not too fast. It's not too slow. It's got repetitive quarter notes that sort of drive home a relentlessness, right? A foreboding nature. And it also has a dotted rhythm that, sort of reveals that inevitable danger. I don't have a camera on my keyboard today, but it's in G minor. The theme is in G minor, and the head motive of the theme, you've got 3 repeated notes. Bum, 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 bum. That dotted rhythm, right? And so the notes are G down to E flat, up to B flat, down to G, right? So we go down a major third. That note that it goes down to isn't in the G minor chord, right? You would think that's G minor, right? But John adds more color to it. When he goes down to that E flat, it's an E flat minor chord, not an E flat major chord, right? He makes it chromatic to the key. Instead of keeping the G common in both of those chords, in the G minor chord and in the E flat chord, if I keep the G the same, there's the G in the G minor, there would be the G in the E flat chord, right? But he does this. Makes it a G flat before it goes back. So when you go to this chord, it's E flat minor, back to G minor. Pretty cool. When he does the whole thing up here, right? E flat minor. It's a really subtle but ingenious way to usher in a sort of a conflict between the notes themselves. You've got G, right? And you're marching forward. You try to escape by a third this way, drawn back in. Try to escape by a third this way, drawn back in. You cannot escape the Imperial March. You know, so it's a great theme to represent a character like Darth Vader. It's one of many of the leitmotifs that John Williams made use of in the Star Wars films to associate a sound or an emotion with a particular character or a situation. In fact, I found this today, y'all, and I was flabbergasted by it. There's a film music scholar named Frank Lehman, Lehman, who has published his complete catalog of the themes of Star Wars, and he catalogs and presents 55 distinct leitmotifs that are used in the series, along with 43 extra what he calls incidental motifs. And some of these represent the most beloved themes and melodies in the entire saga. We've got the Force theme, Han and Leia's theme. Leia has her own. There's the main title, the Rebel fanfare, the Imperial March that we're going to hear. Yoda's got a theme. Luke's got a theme. Kylo Ren's got a theme. Even Rey's got a theme. And it's just a way to underscore the emotion of a scene and to underscore the personality of the featured character. That's what these leitmotifs do, these recurring melodies and sounds that we hear when the character comes back on screen or we're put into a new situation. We're like, that's what's going to be happening here. It's going to be dangerous or heroic or a battle scene or a chase scene, any of that sort of stuff. When it's done right, these themes become an integral part of the movie and of the storytelling itself. And we really begin to love these tunes as much as we love the characters. And it's really powerful and quite fun and fascinating as a lover of music and as a lover of movies and storytelling. So enter Galactic Empire, this band that I don't know much about. I found their webpage, and it says this about them. By reinterpreting classic selections from legendary composer John Williams' iconic scores from the Star Wars saga into guitar-driven heavy metal, Galactic Empire has created a musical juggernaut that is featured in many systems. So, I'm curious. What are they going to do with this? Are they going to keep it in the same key? They're using some guitars. The band is comprised of some of the most famous and feared villains in the galaxy. Darth Vader is the lead guitarist. Red Guard and Shadow Ranger also play guitar. The bass commander is playing bass. That makes sense. And Boba Fett is on the drums. So let's see what's going to happen here, y'all. Let's have some fun. Here is a cover of the Imperial March by Galactic Empire. Off we go. Got Empire Strikes Back. He called for his guitar with the Force. Wouldn't expect anything different from Darth Vader. Boba's going. They got the Stormtrooper there. Palpatine likes it. He's grooving. They don't do the triplets in the woodwinds that originally did that. Digga-da-digga-da-dum. Digga-da-digga-da-dum. Yeah, how do you make a heavy metal band go to a really piano section? Not bad. Halftime. Chewie! Me too, Chewie. Chewie's treating it like a mosh pit. Too bad, Chewie. back to the home key. The set, the costumes, they really have put this together. It's really, really well done. Wonder if Darth Vader gives his son any guitar lessons. Is he a good dad? And how do you play with gloves? That's pretty astounding. They're musically quite good. They've taken the themes and they're playing them very, very well. Slow clap from Palpatine. Good.
Thank you so much, Mr. Emperor. I gotta admit, I'm a huge fan. I've been following your work for a long time. You know, Death Star, Order 66, that was awesome.
God, leave us.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
Leave us.
Let me just get like a quick pic or something. Like, I can get my phone out.
That's funny as shit, y'all. I always want to watch the credits here just to hear more. Okay, there's the guys. That's cool. It just goes to show you, if you've got a good melody and a good, bare bones of a tune, it can be adapted into many, many different situations and work really well. That's hysterical. Oh, makes me want to go watch the movie again. Do you have a favorite of the movies? I think my favorite is still, it's tough for me because I was a little too young for Empire Strikes Back when it came out, but I loved Return of the Jedi. I was right at about the right age. I could have been an Ewok at that point, and so I think originally Return of the Jedi was my favorite because that's the one that I first really kind of connected to, and then you fill in the rest, and then you wait all those years until the prequels, and then it's the prequels. And in fact, after all these years, I don't think the prequels are as bad as we thought they were. They reflect the sort of the tools of movie making, digital movie making of the time. But yeah, they're not as bad, excluding Jar Jar. But you know how it goes. So as I look at Galactic Empire's website, they have a new album coming out tomorrow, May 5th. So as I look, there's even some cool looking vinyl options. They've got 11 tracks, and it starts with the 20th Century Fox fanfare. So they take you through a whole bunch of Star Wars music, and it sounds like they know what they're doing. They really do. So, I don't know. Maybe they're doing a show in Pennsylvania. Maybe I'll try to get out there for that. It's a bit of a drive, but we'll see. But what a fun way to close this out.
Yoda approves. Yes.
I still can't do a Yoda. Anyway, but it's fun to always come back to Star Wars, the Star Wars universe, especially the music from Star Wars that I love so much, and that was a real experience to hear the Imperial March done as a heavy metal cover. Really a fun day. I actually really much enjoyed that. So thanks y'all for being with me, and we will see you next time on another edition of the Daily Doug.